everyone. Okay, this song, right? So what happened actually? Oh, they heard like fighting sounds. Kan? Okay. Hijikata's fury seemed to rouse the Aizo's resolve, who up to this point seemed flustered by the threat of conflict, watching the Shinisengumi march. At the end, they followed the Shinisengumi to the Hamaguri gate. Oh, it's really hot. Oh, I'm sweating. Before long, we had arrived. Oh my gosh. The gate was marked with scores of bullets, and everywhere dead and dying soldiers littered the ground. What is this? Acrid stink of fire always hung in the air. Even though I tried to prepare myself mentally for what lay before me, my heart shattered from the stresses of war occurring ahead. The enemy, however, was nowhere to be seen. We had arrived too late. The battle was already over. After a moment of stunned silence, several of our men were dispatched by Hijikata to determine what happened. Kan Kondo sighed.
天使様の御所に陥るなら長州やっていることがよくわからんね。長州は尊王派のはずなんだがな。
Kondo simply nodded. Wait, it's really hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sweating like a sailor in a church, guys. The Choshu defined themselves as among those who revered the emperor, yet they attack his home? It didn't make sense to me either. Nevertheless, the damage was done. Oh no! I was in the middle of pondering the reasons when Saito returned to me.
夜半から朝方にかけて浜栗御門へ押しかけた長州勢。会津と薩摩の兵力、退けられた。
The forces standing against them were too much for the Choshu, who were forced to retreat. The corner of Hijikata's mouth curled into a grin. The Satsuma and Aizu domains hadn't been on the best of terms. I thought that they outsmarted the friendly domain and allied with the Imperial Court to expel foreigners. However, I recall my father telling me that they were not much different than Choshu. Unlike the Choshu, however, they had gone to war with a foreign force and suffered devastating loss. Following the defeat, I learned that Satsuma began to reconsider their nationalistic stance. However, these were only rumors, and what had come to pass had yet to be fully determined.
土方さん、公家御門の方にはまだ長州の奴らが残ってるらしいぜ。
Wow, Harada sounded very serious. Hey, it's this guy. What was his name? I forgot. But hey, I remember him. Hijikata's expression changed as he considered Harada's words. But before he could open his mouth to speak, Yamazaki appeared.
副長、今回の御所襲撃の中心人物らが天王山に撤退しているそうです。
Mount Tenno was located between Kyoto and Osaka. Supposedly, they are in the middle of escaping from Fushimi towards Osaka. After hearing the report from both Harada and Yamazaki, Hijikata contemplated deeply. Although Kondo was recognized as the formal head of the Shinsengumi, I learned from everyone that all major decisions were deferred to Hijikata. This was no exception, and I could see that all eyes were on him. He was silent for a few moments, and then I saw his mouth curve into a small smile. I just realized Hijikata is so pretty. He's so pretty, wow. And I love his purple eyes. Yo, Hijikata is so pretty. What?
承知。はい。
Hoi. Let's go,
それから
guys.
大将、あんたには大仕事がある。手間だろうが、会津の上層部に掛け合って、追悼の許可をもら
Big
ってきた。
Bigs.
長
Punitive.
州軍の追悼だ。天王山に向かった奴ら以外に、愛山。諸葛追悼。俺らも今日を離れる。その許可をもらいに行こう。
The Shinsengumi were entrusted with the protection of Kyoto, and if this war was for aiding the Aizu, then they had to do more than just guard the gate. Leaving our post, however, to chase after the Choshu troops meant that we needed permission from the military commissioner, meaning the Aizu.
局長である俺が行けばきっと守護職も取り合ってくれる。
After what we'd gone through the day before, I didn't imagine Kondo's task would be an easy one. Still, if the representative was anyone other than Kondo, the Aizu would be unlikely to grant the request, let alone entertain the notion of a meeting. Oh really?
守護職隊に行く近藤さんと同行して大将を
Gen!
はいよ、任されました。
You know, I consider Gen as our grandpa. Another laugh ran through the soldiers, and Kondo's mouth was twisted into a wire. Wait, into a weary sort of grin? Wait, how do I say that word? Perhaps he chose not to deny it because he knew he might go a little crazy.
残りの者は俺と共に天王山へ
Crazy. And then it did just a kid. He looked directly at me. I wasn't a warrior, nor did I have political ties. Hijikata didn't know what to do with me. Suddenly I felt very much like that weight.
好きな場所に同行しだが近藤さんについているのは
Alright. Kondo was meeting with the leaders of the Aizu. If I joined him, there would be nothing for me. I had many options for what I could do. Hijikata would be pursuing the leaders of the Choshu attack toward Tenno Mountain. Saito would be staying at Hamaguri Gate to protect it and to gather information. Harada and his men would be going to Kuge Gate to stop the attack on the Imperial Estate. The question was, where would I go? Hamaguri. I decided to remain at Hamaguri Gate with Saito. Before long, the rest of the Shinsengumi was gone, and it was time for us to begin our own mission.
まずは真相を合図の責任者に挨拶が必要。
In all the excitement, I completely forgot that the Shinsengumi were ordered to stay with the reserves. Instead, we had chosen to march to battle. Saito was probably right to try and smooth things over with the Aizu as soon as possible.
よろしければ自分が行きます。
Yamazaki!
上層部も混
Hello!
乱していますから。
I like Yamazaki. He's our new friend.
バカだ。会津藩の対応は山崎が一任する。問題が生じたら俺を呼ぶ。
Yamazaki bowed once, then turned on his heel and disappeared. The area near the Hamaguri Gate was filled with warriors. I could see some men from the Aizu domain and perhaps some men from Satsuma as well. They appeared to be arguing over something. We'd been looking around the area to get the lay of the land when we sensed something unpleasant and went to investigate. That was when we found the confrontation between the Aizu and the Satsuma. What are they arguing about?
おそらく手柄の取り合い
Though, wait, really? That's foul play. Oh. The words were barely out of my mouth when one of the Satsuma men noticed us.
何かと思えば新選組ではないか。こんな者どもまで招集していたとは。やはり会津藩はふぬけばかりだな。浪人の手を借りねば戦うこともできぬのか。
What? I could see the faces of the Shinsengumi stiffen, and more than one hand moved toward a sword. Saito, however, was as impeccable as ever.
世まいごとに耳を貸すな。ただ己の務めを果たせ。
No, Saito has blue eyes. He swept his cool gaze slowly over the men, looking each man in the eye. They shifted restlessly, but their hands dropped from their swords. Swords. His face was bright red, and his sword shook as he held it at the ready. If something wasn't done soon, that sword was likely to start spitting blood. Okay, who is this? Before anyone from the Satsuma could respond, a tall man stepped to them and out into the space between the two factions. Oh, Aizu soldier. With a yell, the soldier threw himself forward, raising his sword to anticipate a deadly cut. Saito dashed forward almost too fast to see and stopped before the charging men.
やめた方があんたのそのもの
Who's that?
池田屋では迷惑をかけましたが、確か東堂という名の青年にお相手いただきました。
Todo.
怪我の治りが良くないのであれば、加減ができずにすまなかったと伝えてください。
池田屋で平助を殺したあんたなるそれならば合点がいい
If Saito had even heard the man's apology, he showed no sign of
大
it.
方薩摩藩の密偵としてあの夜も長州勢の動きを探っていたのだ
The man simply shrugged and tilted his head to the side almost quizzically. Saito took a step toward him. The tip of Saito's sword was only a hair's breadth from the man's forehead. He drew it so fast I saw no blur of silver as it left the scabbard? Oh my god, the words! Unperturbed? Unperturbed? The man glanced down at Saito.
あんたは新選組にあだを出していた俺から見れば平助の敵という
Oh, he's an evil guy.
しかし、今の私には君たち新選組
They're
と戦う理由がありま
enemies.
す。
Who is he? He replied as calmly as if they had been enjoying tea together. Saito said nothing and his sword did not move. Was Saito really that angry? I could certainly see why he would have been, but this was not the time to settle grudges. Still, he was a tough man to read. What was I to do? I'm just going to trust him because I don't know their history really. Saito was also well aware of his duties and was not the sort of man to allow emotion to compromise his decisions, as shown by his ordering his men. Yeah, that's why I feel like I shouldn't interrupt him. To stand down after being grievously insulted. I didn't know what it was, but he had a plan. He must have somehow sensed my decision because for a moment his eyes flicked to me and he smiled. Stop! Haito is so handsome, guys.
俺って騒ぎを起こすつもりだこの場はあんたたちの目的を同じにしているはずだが侮辱に侮辱を重ねるので我ら新選組も合図班動かざるを
The tall man from the Satsuma nodded deeply.
こちらが浅はかな言動をしたことは事実。この場にいる薩摩藩を代表して謝罪しよう。
Saito returned the man's nod and slid his sword back into its scabbard. The Satsuma men seemed displeased with how things turned out, but whoever the tall man was, none of them dared to speak out against him. Now I understood what Saito had intended to do. By forcing the Satsuma to apologize, he had allowed the Aizu to save face. By directly confronting the issue, he had been able to avoid any bloodshed because the Satsuma men understood his intentions and he apologized. Regardless, I couldn't help but sigh, relieved that we avoided another pointless fight.
私としてもこの場での戦いは避けたかった。そちらが引いてくれたことに感謝する。
He bowed deeply.
私は天城で
Kyuju Amagiri.
次には
His introduction finished, he turned and walked slowly back through the ranks of the Satsuma, towering above them as he went. Wait, what did she say? Saito, you never what? Alamak, what did she say, guys? Saito, you never what? Saito looked quiet inside himself, staring in the direction Amagiri walked towards before speaking.
居合で脅せば容易に引くか
Yay.
あの俺の手筋が俺の
Iai. Huh? Saito practiced Iai, a sword style that focused on drawing a blade and striking in a single stroke. Amagiri made no attempt to dodge his blow. How would he have known that Saito intended to stop just before the blow landed?
薩摩の厄介な話は通じる
wasn't sure if Saito was talking to me or himself. Before I could ask, he turned and walked away. We returned to the Hamaguri Gate to await Yamazaki's return, but there was little else to do. After that incident, there were no battles. However, the tension remained unabated. Was it possible for the Satsuma and Aizu to find a common ground and coexist peacefully? It seemed like imagining such a world would be an impossible dream. The Choshu extremists' attempted attack on the imperial estate eventually came to be known as the Hamaguri Rebellion. Although the Shinsengumi were called to action, their efforts were stymied, and they found little in the way of glory. Communication with their superiors was poor at best, and they spent much of the battle waiting with the reserves. When the Shinsengumi finally entered the battle, each man found several strange opponents waiting him. Oh, this dude! Chikage Kazama, who defeated Okita. Wait, what? Defeated Okita and Ikeda. Claimed to be from the Satsuma domain during his encounter with Hijikata. Yuji Amagiri, the man who shattered Heisuke's head guard at Ikeda, also claimed membership in the Satsuma. Oh no. They had also met Kiyoshi Ranui, who had fought alongside men from Choshu. Wherever they were, it was clear they were not allies. They were not allies of the Shinsengumi. Indeed, it seemed they could easily become some of its greatest enemies. If they were to meet in open battle, the casualties would be severe. By the time the battle was over, the commanders of the Choshu attack had been killed in the fighting, or took their own lives. There were some soldiers, however, who escaped, setting Kyoto ablaze as they fled. By some terrible misfortune, winds that day blew from the north and fanned the flames, reducing the southern end of the imperial estate to ash. As a result of the Choshu attack, many imperial nationalists were executed. With the Hamaguri rebellion over, the Choshu were branded as traitors for attacking the estate. From then on, they were acknowledged enemies of the court. Okay. September. The closeness in time between the battles of the Ikeda Inn and the Imperial Palace created significant civil unrest within Kyoto. The Shinsengumi redoubled their efforts to keep people safe, but the more they worked, the more the shogun put them to work. Its approval of their activities meant more official business, and it stretched them thin. Even with recruits from Kyoto and Osaka, it wasn't enough. After many discussions, the Shinsengumi chose to recruit even more men from Edo, and Heisuke was tasked with preliminary scouting in the city. The hardened sun kissed our burning cheeks as Kondo and I saw Heisuke off his green wine and his bags packed from the night before. Bye bye, Heisuke. Okay, I promise to help as much as I can.
大使募集の件頼むぞヘスケ。俺も来月には江戸に行くから。
Oh, Kondo will join him. The plan was for Heisuke to hit Edo early and scope the potential men, and have Kondo follow behind a month after to make the final save with recruits. Isn't there someone you mentioned wanting to see? I remember you saying something like that.
雪村君はまだ聞いていなかったか。確か名は伊藤。
Oh wait, I need to. Oh my god, no. My charger. Okay.
北進一刀流の剣客で学もある人たち。
まあ正直伊藤さんとはそこまで親しいわけじゃないけどさ。
それで十分だ。伊藤さんは尊王派と聞いているが、義をもって話をすれば 必ずや力を貸してくれるに違いない。
Kondo nodded confidently, but his skin looked like he wasn't quite as sure.
それじゃあそろそろ行ってくる。
Okay.
報道さんのこともできるだけ調べておくから
Bye bye,
期待して待っててくれよ。
Okay, be careful. Be careful, be careful. I watched him go, and the smaller his back became, the lonelier I felt. When I couldn't see him anymore, my heart twinged. I glanced up at Kondo. You look happy. You're thinking about all the new warriors you're getting, right?
ああ、やはり大使が増えるのは嬉しいものだ。それが有能な人材ならなおさらだよ。
He puffed out his chest and grinned. His relief at recruiting new members reflected just how worried he must have been. I hadn't realized how much we were struggling. Kondo kept his hand close to his heart, and now he could smile. Time passed quickly after his kid left, and a month soon went by. The day for Kondo to leave for Edo was upon us, and I saw him off the next morning. I came across Kondo in the yard, mired in his thoughts. Hello, Kondo.
ああ、雪村君。どう？
Oh no, nothing like that. I was just thinking. I'm so sorry. I really need to start talking slower. It was just thinking about how you'll be on your way to Edo tomorrow.
ああ、その通り。圭介をあまり待たせるわけにはいかないから。
It will be a little lonely around here once you've left headquarters
留
too.
守は都市に任せてあるし、いないと言ってもほんの一つ程度だ。
Toshi. He didn't know his kind generosity and Heisuke's bright personality kept me going day after day here. That's so true. They're like one of the Mangaka members kan yang the MC is easy to get along with. They were the highlights of my restrictive life. Both of them gone. Kondo hadn't even left. This is so sad. Restrictive life. Yet, and I was already feeling an uncontrollable loneliness sweep over me. It must have shown on my face because he suddenly looked troubled. Troubled.
せっかく江戸に行くわけだし、何か土産でも買ってこようじゃないか。君もふるさとが懐かしかろう。
Oh no, I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. You don't have to worry about me.
できるだけ期待ですよ。
He was always so accommodating to me already. I didn't have any complaints. But there was something I desired for a while, but never had the nerve to ask before. Before you leave for Edo, could you train me?
ひょっとして剣の稽古という
Exactly. Why haven't they trained her? Yes.
それはいかんだろう。俺の指導は荒っぽいからな。怪我でもさせたら報道さんに申し訳が立たん。
Oh.
しかし、随分唐突な頼みだ。
His eyebrows furrowed in concern. Want to watch over everyone while you're gone. I stepped out of line. Why would MC say this? I stepped out of line. Why would she say that? I can understand this one. I want to watch over everyone while you're gone. I stepped out of line for what? She's just trying to, I don't know, improve her sword skills. Oh, I'm gonna say this. If I'm going to help watch over the compound while you're gone, I want to be capable. I want to be capybara. I want to be capable.
いや、しかし、君は大使ではないし、刀を振るう機会などまずないとは思う。
You're right, but still, I want to be strong enough to be able to protect myself, at least the bare minimum, if something were to happen. Exactly! She should know the basics. Having witnessed many battles with the Shinsengumi, It was pretty clear how far behind in skill I was. I would fall quickly if I dealt with similar battles. I knew I'd never be as strong as them, but Wall could still reach my doorstep someday as well. I wanted to lessen the burden for my protectors. I tried my best to explain how I felt to Kondo, and eventually he gave me a firm nod.
はい、わかった。そこまでの熱意を持っているなら、俺も喜んで稽古に付き合おう。
Aw, he's so cute. Look at his face. Chomel, we found a cord to tie up my sleeves and set about training me. Oh, we're really training right now? Okay. Normal Shinsengumi training revolved around real-life sparring with wooden swords. Kondo decided to go easy on me with the bamboo stick.
では、早速始めるとしよう。先に言っておくが、天然に侵入は少々荒っぽいぞ。
Right, I'm ready.
ならば、まず構えから見ようか。
Yes, it was mostly for self-defense, but I did receive instruction in fighting with the
なら
Kodachi.
ば、身についた型を崩すことはない。その流派の型で構えている。
Okay. Oh my god, finally we can see MC. Bamboo stick in hand, I move into the familiar stance that I memorized during my training.
握りが甘い。
I could whip his harsh words stung as he barked.
いいか。正面から切り合いになったのに、真っ先に間合いに入るのは刀であり、刀を持つ手でもある。握りが甘ければ、その時点で容易に刀を落とされてしまう。これは気をつけねばならない。
Okay. So katana is sword. Again. He hit me with the full brunt of his stringent teaching. I could see he was taking this seriously. He wasn't going easy on me because I was a girl.
今度は固く握りすぎている。君の場合、腕力の問題で、敵の斬撃を正面から受け止めるのは避けるべきだ。
MC is so
となる
cute.
と、自然
Yeah,
斬
she's
撃を
so
受け流す。
cute. She's so cute. Dabis. With Kondo's instruction, I practiced swinging the sword over and over, doing my best to learn and retain everything he was teaching me.
おお、こんな時間か。
His words brought my head up and I blinked. The sun set without me realizing, pulling below, and the sky was now shades of red and purple. Suddenly in the real world again, fatigue slammed into me and I collapsed to my knees. Thank you for doing this for me. Every limb was shaking, my clothes completely drenched in sweat. I sucked in air like I couldn't get enough of it. Kondo glanced over at me when I fell to the ground, and his strict teaching expression immediately switched to one of deep concern.
すまなかった雪村君。俺としたことがついつい熱が入ってかなり無茶な練習を。
I'm fine. The fact that you forgot and ended up teaching me that way, even though I'm not your student. Thank you, it made me really happy.
そうか。そう言ってもらえると少しは救われる気がするよ。
His face was a mixture of relief and guilt.
しかし、本当にすまなかった。こんな風に稽古をつけるのは久しぶりで。
You mean before you came to Kyoto?
その通り。俺と今年、その時に源さんは司令官という道場で自分を学んで、それ以外に三男、東堂、原田君が憧れ込んでいたよ。そういえば、斎藤君も顔を出していたな。今は機会も減ったが、あの頃はよく互いに手合わせもしたものだ。
If I remember correctly, talk of the old days came out once one night, and everyone was well into their sake. Kondo's family were farmers, but it was discovered that he had remarkable skill at sword fighting. The owner of Shie Hall decided to adopt him so he could continue training, and that's where he met Hijikata along with everyone else. It must have been rough doing all that training.
確かに厳しかったが、今とはまた違う意味で充実していたよ。
He gazed off into the distance, clearly reminiscing, and I felt a tiny pang of envy. If I had been born and raised near Mibu, would I have met all of them under different better circumstances? Kondo turned to look down at me kindly, a gentle smile on his face.
先ほど雪村が音程ではない私にな今、天然理心流4代目である俺が直々に指導したということは、ある意味では君も天然理心の
Oh, okay.
いわば都市や宗司、源さんとも同門ということにな。
Thank you. It was obviously not official, and it was barely a day's worth of instruction. But I was happy. I couldn't stop smiling, my heart felt so light. Kondo, I'm so grateful. Thank you for today. Oh, goodbye, Kondo. Bye bye. My mind and heart were still reflecting on the wonderful thing that just happened. I returned to my room with my head held high. I've been staying there for a while now, but sometimes I still feel like I was baggage to the baggage. They needed me for one thing, and one thing only. I was never really a part of them, nor did I belong. But now, Kondo's words fill in some of the holes in my heart. Just a little, but I treasured the feeling. Smiling, I collapsed onto my futon. The strain and fatigue from earlier was a good feeling, and I let it drag me under to sleep. Oh, okay. I'm still sleeping. Everyone be quiet. Oh, we finished chapter 2. New Town Who this? Ooh, who's that? Okay. Is it the blonde haired guy? Because he has moles on his face. The dawn of the new year arrived. It was February of 1865, and we finished eating breakfast. I was carrying a plate full of tea and opened the door to the common room. Hey, wait, what did I say? I made my way around the room, pouring a cup of tea for each person there, making sure not to spill. He gave me a warm smile as I handed him his tea. Yeah, hot tea, thank you. I felt a flash of pride at his words, even though I knew quite well that serving tea was hardly impressive. Just the same, I felt as if I was helping out in a way, and that was a nice feeling. Then Hijikata spoke, and his words brought me to the present. Oh, so we are moving now.
かなり辛そうだしよ。
前から停電寝起きしてる連中なんて
Smushed sushi.
寿司みたいになりながら寝てやがる。あれじゃ疲れが取れねえだろうし、なんとかしてやってよ。
そんなこと言ったって僕たち新選組を受け入れてくれる場所なんてないでしょ。僕たち今日の嫌われ者だし。
A person sitting behind Kondo pointed at the map spread upon the table. Ooh, who is this? Reminds me of Sanan. Oh, this is the flamboyant guy. I love his hair.
それにあの場所ならいざという動きやすい。
This man was named Kashitaro Ito, recruited by Heisuke a few months ago. Oh, as the Shinsengumi's military advisor and deputy commander. He developed his notoriety teaching Hokushin Ito in his dojo, and he is known for his scholarliness.
それに西本願寺は以前長州浪士をかくまっていた。
Wow, look at his nose.
我々が西本願寺に
And he has... Look at his eyes. His eyes, the shape of his eyes are a bit different
そこまで考え
from
て
the
の設定という
others,
わけ
I
ですか。
think.
なるほど。
Naruhodo. Kono seemed very impressed by Ito's suggestion, but a silent voice of protest arose.
僧侶の動きを
サナン
つけるのはいかがなものかと思います。
Ito's brow twitched as if disturbed by the idea, but he faced Sanan
自
directly.
社を隠れ蓑にして好き勝手な振る舞いをしていたのは長州浪士の方ではなくて、今日の治安を乱す不逞浪士に配慮して差し上げるので、三男さんお優しい。
Ito's deflection of Sanan's words left a bitter taste in everyone's mouth, including Sanan.
じゃ過激派を抑える必要があるとの点に関して同意します。
じゃあなんだ
Oh, new guy.
切り合うときは、やあやあ我こそはって名乗りを上げて、正々堂々やるべきだ。
For some reason, he reminds me of a dog, like a puppy. Maybe not a puppy, but a dog. In a good way, by the way.
三郎、口を慎みなさい。
Darling, Saburo,
と悪い。つい本音だな。
Miki. The other man beside Ito was Saburo Miki, who joined at the same time as Ito. Allegedly, he was Ito's younger brother by blood.
皆さん、
Wait,
ごめんなさいね。
brothers?
この子は昔から口が。三男さんもお気を悪くなさらないでくださいな。あなたのような方も新選組を大きくしていく上では必要だと思いますし、たとえ左腕が使い物にならなくても、
His left arm is
大のために
useless.
大いに役立つはずです。
No, so mean. I watched as Alan bit his lip, an act of restraint to Ito's sour words. The tension was cut by another voice.
伊藤さん、今のはどういう意味？
Hijikata's voice was cold and sharp like the sound of a blade sliding across a wet stone. Ito seemed taken aback and his eyes grew
あん
wide.
たが言うように、三男さんは優秀な論客だ。けどな、剣客としてもこの新選組に必要な人間なんだよ。
Hijikata only spoke when necessary, so it must have been something he truly believed. However, he couldn't even seem to bring himself to finish. It seemed as though Hijikata realized his words were reminding Sanan of what he used to be, causing Sanan to curl his lip into a frown.
すみません。私としたことが失言でした。三男さんは皆さん方の大切なお仲間ですので、仲がよろしくて結構なことですが、新たに入隊した大使たちも同じ気持ちでいてくれるといいです。
Kashitaro Ito. Hijikata's eyes seethed with anger towards Ito. Kondo tried to relieve the tension by stepping in and clearing the air.
とりあえず屯所移転の件に関してはもう少し話し合ってから決める。伊藤さん、この後お付き合いを願いますから、先ほどの件についてもう少し詳しい話をお聞きしたいので。
ええ、喜んで。
Whoa. Seeing the two get up, Takeda followed right behind them.
近藤局長、私もご一緒して構いません。
いいとも。ぜひ君も伊藤さんの話を聞いて大いに見識を広めてくれたまえ。新選組幹部といえど剣術ばかりではいかんからな。これからは広い視野と深い知識を身につけねばな。は。
Kondo left the common room with Ito and Miki. However, who still sat before us? Saburo Miki. He smirked coldly towards us and he slinked off to leave the common room. Okita spoke once Miki's footsteps weren't audible.
誰なのさ、あんな人たちを連れてきたの。
Heisuke?
犯人はまだ江戸にいるだろう。平助、帰ってきてもつっちまう。
Heisuke.
お父さんは尊攘派なんだ。長州の奴らと同じ考えの奴がよく新選組に入る気になったんだ。
尊皇攘夷だからって長州と同一視されるのは至難らしい。そもそも尊皇とはわけのわからないことを抜かしてやがったんだよ、金剛さんも。 で、あっさり丸め込まれる。
Huh. Wait, what? So, so those guys, they don't like the Shinsengumi, but they are still like, they still have to like work together somehow. Begitu? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to process everything right now. So I think that is all for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.